Good morning, students. Let's continue the lesson. So last day we had discussed about of the president, qualification and powers of the president. Now we are continue the same lesson about of the vice president election and term of the vice president. Article 66(1), vice president, like the president is elected not directly by the people, but method of indirect election. That means vice president is not elected by the people; they are indirectly elected like a president. Is elected for electoral college. Electoral college means you know very well both houses of the parliament members, union territory members, and etc. The term of the vice president is 5 years. His office may be terminated early and fix the term either by resignation, death, or by removal. Before his term complete, he may remove that or terminate the office by his death or by removal or any other way. And also he is eligible for a re-election. Constitution does not provide mechanism of succession to the office vice president. That means Indian Constitution not provide any methods to determine or elect the presidents. That means நெறிமுறைகள். Under such circumstances, election to the vice president immediately we won't conduct. During that time, the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha can perform the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. This is the term and election of the vice president. Election term, the vice president term is 5 years. How they elected means similarly like a president, you know very well. You understand, students? The next we are going to see removal of the vice president. How the president is removal from his office. Similarly, the vice president also removing. But before removal of the vice president, we want to bring the resolution to the Council of States with the help with the support of Lok Sabha. Then before give the resolution to the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, we must inform to the vice president within 15 days before. This is the very important. Within the 54 within the 14 days we must give the intimation to the vice president. This is the very importance. So what are the topic done so far? First one, election and the term of the vice president. Then how we remove the vice president from his office. The next topic we are going to see function of the vice president. The vice president, you know that, is the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. As a chairman of the Rajya Sabha, he carried many functions. What are the functions? Now one by one I list out. The first function, he regulated the proceeding of the houses. Every day he continue the or conduct the houses. Second one, he guide the order of the house. For example, Rajya Sabha members are giving the orders, then how to do the work and how to attend the houses. Everything he guiding by vice president. The next, he decide admissibility of resolution or question. Sometimes the vice president resolution or question time keep or cancel. The next one, another important function of the vice president is suspend or adjourn the house in the case of grave disorder. That means vice president is not satisfy the Rajya Sabha activities. Immediately he can suspend the houses. That is the grave disorder. Grave disorder. Last function of the vice president, he issue direction to various committee on matter of relating to the function. That means every committee, for example, the Rajya Sabha member has many committee. Each and every committee he ordered to the work and allotted to the work. That is the main function of the vice president. So this is the function of the vice president. Vice president What are the topic? First one, election term of the vice president, removal of the vice president, and third one, function of the vice president we were discussed. So maybe they ask the question, interior question from that topic. What question has been like how many days before you want to give the notice to the vice president means within the 14 days we must give the notice to the vice president. The next topic, another important executive organs of the central government, prime minister. You know the prime minister and other ministers help and aid to the president. So we have sometimes the president accepted or neglected or not to the reconsideration by the prime minister. The post of the prime minister, India has adopted Westminster, England model of constituency. We are adapted. Indian post of the prime minister. Do you know who was the first prime minister of India? Honorable Jawaharlal Nehru. He was the first prime minister. His post were taken from the England democracy. The next, who is the prime minister? Prime minister is a leader of the majority party in Lok Sabha. Is appointed by president as a prime minister. Other ministers are also appointed by president and advice of the prime minister. The prime minister means, who is the prime minister? Prime minister is the majority of the leader. That is very, very important. During the next, if no party come an absolute majority in Lok Sabha, for example in general election, any party not get the maximum places mean during that time the president called the party leaders, which party leader has maximum places mean he called form a government or form a ministry. The president administrative minister of the office and secretary before the president, prime minister and other minister take secrecy. Okay, secret means பதவி பிரமாணம் ரகசிய காப்பு செய்து கொள்வார்கள். This is the importance of the president during that time. The next, after the general election, the salary and the allowance of the prime minister and other ministers salary determined by parliament. If you want a member of the parliament, you must elected or nominated by president, but within 6 months you won't conduct any constituency in our country, then become as a member of the parliament. So without member of the parliament, the president can appointed as a member of any ministers or a member of parliament, but within the 6 months we must conduct any constituency and become member of the Lok Sabha. Okay, ministers are individually or collectively respond to the Lok Sabha. So what they discuss in this paragraph? Who is the prime minister and who appoint the prime minister and other ministers, salary, allowance, who is the decided, everything we have explained. The next other important topic, duties and function of the prime minister. Article 78 mentions duties of the prime minister. The first duties of prime minister, is decide the rank of his minister and distribute the various departments. That is very, very important. The prime minister allot the minister post rank wise, then department also distribute to the minister. This is the first function. Second one, the prime minister decided to the date and agenda of the meeting of the cabinet which is present. In every meetings or cabinet meeting or his own party meeting, who is decided? President only decide and conduct the meeting. This is the second function. Third function, prime minister is the head of the cabinet and other minister is colleagues. That is very very important. Among the minister, who is the head mean? Prime Minister is the head of the ministers and other ministers.